Hi, Coach Joss here for another 10-minute video. This is with partnership for Amona. Again, all year long, I would like you guys to like and subscribe so that you are notified when any of these videos come out. Today for equipment, all you're gonna need is a foam roller. We're gonna be doing upper body mobility, and always make sure that you have clearance from a PT or a doctor before doing any of these exercises. But we're going to get straight into it. And first thing we're going to do is honestly just sit on that foam roller so that we're not squishing our ankles. You're going to place one hand down. We're going to reach over our head. Take a nice deep breath in for the other side. And breathe out as you're reaching. Good. We're going to keep repeating this motion. Nice deep breath in and breathe out as you twist. Try to start leaning each time a little bit more. Nice deep breath in and last side, leaning and reaching. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna go into a child's pose with the foam roller. You're gonna roll out with your arms, go nice and wide with your knees, and then roll out with the arms, letting the chest drop through. So whatever feels most comfortable, you can roll your hands where your hands are on top of the foam roller, or if that feels too intense, you can also have it closer to your body. So you place that foam roller where it feels the best, and try to take a couple deep breaths here while actively trying to also push your head and chest through. Keeping those shoulder blades still locked back and down. Do that last breath. And then you're slowly going to roll out of that. Awesome. All right, so we're going to go into a lat foam roll. So that's going to be right here. You may need to take a little bit of pressure off. So I'm going to go right by my armpit. And the motions may be an inch, right? So you can either put your hand on the ground or on top of the foam roller. The main thing is that you want to kind of lean back a little bit while we're doing this, and you'll know when you hit the spot, if you do any upper body stuff, or honestly, it kind of just gets tight with working at a desk, you'll know you've hit it, like I'm on it right now, and it's pretty painful. So again, I'm just kind of rocking. I like to think of it like I'm lifting that top hip up, doing a little crunch, and then relaxing. So again, only about an inch. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's pretty painful when you've hit the right spot. Good. Couple more seconds here. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go other side. So switching sides, making sure you kind of search for that spot first. And notice my arm, it can be in any spot. Like if my arm's in front of me, that's going to be a little less intense. The higher up, which is the goal, the more you're going to feel this. So I'm going to lean back. I'm going to search for that spot. Good. And then purposely bringing that hip up and then dropping it down, kind of like I'm doing little crunches. And I have this hand on top of the foam roller so that it take a little bit of pressure off because it is a little too intense for me. So depending on where or how intense this feels, maybe you don't need it at all. And you're just kind of almost forcing your body into it more. So go ahead and come out of that one. This one, we're going to go into elbows on the foam roller. Good. And then you're going to put your hands together. Drop your head through. What we'd like to do, though, is try to put your knees in line with your hips. So you're going to slowly roll into it. Let your head drop onto the foam roller so you can kind of shimmy your knees back. So whatever feels most comfortable. Here we're going to be taking 3 deep breaths. So take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to push your chest through and your head into the foam roller a little bit more. Nice deep breath in. And out. Let it drop a little bit more, your chest. Last breath in. And I'm going to shimmy my knees back for the last push through with my chest. Good. And then roll out of that one. That one's a little intense. Okay, so we're gonna do a little opener for our chest. So you're gonna go right on your upper back. I'd say about chest line right here. You are going to intertwine your fingers behind your head, and then I want you to press your head into your hands while still actively keeping some core engagement and pressing your hips into the ground. We're going to do this a few times. So press your head into your hands, kind of looking behind you. Add a little extra by engaging that core, tucking the pelvis. Good, come out of it. Tuck the pelvis, press your head into your hands. Good, trying to look behind you a little bit. Let's do one more. This feels really good. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, press your head into your fingertips, looking behind you while still tucking the pelvis. Awesome. So this is going to lead us straight into the back massage. So the back massage, we're going to do a similar motion where we're kind of just rocking back and forth. And you can actually lean onto one side. So I'm leaning onto that left side a little bit more now. And the more you bring your hips up, the more pressure you're going to get into your back. What I actually like to do while I'm doing that is you can, again, have your hands behind your head, or you can even hug yourself and then really get the hips up. And that allows you to get to those muscles that are kind of hidden by the scapula a little bit. Good. So we're leaning onto the right side now. Do a couple up and down motions. Go back to that left side. Awesome. And then go back to the right. Keeping those hips up. Again, though, everyone's a little different with how much head support you need. All right, so we're gonna go back to the lats. One of the most painful ones, but also the best for range of motion for upper body. So if your hand was a little bit farther forward last time, I want you to try to push it a little bit farther back, and again, a little bit, and whatever feels most comfortable. So let's go ahead and go back and forth here. Good. Awesome. Keep breathing through this one. And again, it's a couple, maybe 1 to 2 inches that you're moving up and down. Keep getting that hip up and then roll it all the way back. And again, don't forget about being able to take pressure off if it feels too intense. You can also just hang out here. Like if this feels good enough for you, you can just sit on the spot and you'll know. All right, let's go other side. All right. So again, if you can, try to bring that arm back a little bit farther, and we'll just start rolling immediately. Good. Up and down. And I don't know, one side sometimes feels more intense than the other, and it can change day to day. But if you do find a spot that feels a little bit more intense than the other side, feel free to hang out a little bit longer on that side. Good. Couple more deep breaths here. Awesome. Whew. I feel like these ones are the most intense. Very good. Okay, so we're going to go back to that T-spine opener. Facing other direction now. So again, this is about chest level. Good. Intertwine the fingers behind the head. Put some pressure into your hands. And again, try starting by tucking that pelvis and then pressing your head into your hands. Good. And then we're going to mix it up a little bit. And you're going to do that, but then also lift your hips up, rolling up and down about 3 times. Drop the pelvis and hips, and then try to push your head a little bit more. So we'll start from the beginning. Good. Sit up. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Press your head into your hands. Good. Looking back, pressing pelvis, and now lifting 3 rolls here. See if you can get up by those traps. Good. And then all the way down. Okay, for the very last one, we're going to go back to child's pose. So roll into it. Good. Push your head and chest through. Give me a few deep breaths. And again, if it feels too intense, you are welcome to slowly roll out of it again. Oh, Raina's come into the shot. But perfect timing because we are actually done. If you would like to do multiple rounds, I always say this on the mobility, please do it. Like, this feels so good. Like, my upper back already feels so much better than I started. And it's 10 minutes. If you have time for more, go through another round.